Everyone, welcome to Cappadocia. Let's start with the easy one. Do you know the meaning of Cappadocia? Your time, make a guess. Caves, balloons, ruins, sorry? Valleys, ruins. Actually, it means land of beautiful horses. It is coming from the Persian language. Around 300 BC, the Persians, they were calling to this place Cappadocia. And the Cappadocia means land of beautiful horses. Why they are calling like this? In here we have Cappadocia horses. As you can see, there are some big rocks on the ground. It is because of the erosion. Every day it's happening and these rocks are collapsing. And the newest one actually, if you look to this fairy chimney, you can just see there is a big crack over there. When it's snowy, the snow is just melting inside of this crack, and this crack is just getting softer and softer, and one day, probably in 200 years, will just fall and it will just go down. In the other hand, this place will be like a flatland one day, like the other one. But don't worry, I have some good news for you. If you just look behind yourself, you can see some fairy chimneys over there again. I am calling them baby fairy chimneys, because now they are sleeping over there. How? Actually, they are under, like they are buried under the ground. Every time when it's rainy or snowy, the normal land is sliding. When it's sliding, these fairy chimneys are just getting bigger and bigger. So which means in 20 million years this place will be like a flatland, and 20 million years this place will be like a new Selime Cathedral. And about the name of this place, you see there's a tomb over there. Actually it belonged to some sultan, like some princess from the Ottoman Empire. She was from here, she died and they just buried the lady to this place. And her name was Selime. The town name is Selime and the cathedral name is also Selime. Because we don't know the original name of this place. They first gathered homeless and orphaned people around them, and after one point they started to draw some attention from the local people from over there. They started to come here to pray, and they became Christians. Until 14th century it was like this. But at 14th century the Ottomans, they conquered all the Anatolia, and they just offered some agreement to Christians, taxes. They said to the Christians, if you want to live in our country, you need to pay taxes. But if you stay as a Christian, you will pay us 10 lira. But if you become Muslims, you will only pay us 1 lira. All the poor Christians, they become Muslims. Some of the rich ones, they immigrate to the Europe, and some of the rich ones stay in here. Still, we have original Christians in our country. Okay? And the local people were living there, and until 1952 these villagers were living in these caves. But in 1952 the government just built this small town and they just moved from there to there. Okay, perfect. Now let me take you to the best place. Now we will go up, and sometimes they were having some attacks. from the bad people. Who are they? Christians, the first primitive Christians, Muslims, but the most important one, Mongolians. Mongolians, they were always invading these people. So what they can do, they were just using the same road that we use, and they were hiding in the Selime Cathedral. And they were also using this place as a castle. They were defending themselves. And just behind you we have a room. It's a motel room. Actually, it's like your room actually in your hotel. The traders, if they are under attack, if they are not under attack, sorry, they were just going there and they were just sleeping there in silence, in peace actually. But if they are under attack, they were of course running all the way along to the castle. Just next to us on the left side we have a chapel. Chapel is smaller than the church. In the chapel, on the left wall, you will see two different rock carvings, rock reliefs. It's a question for you. How? When you get there, just stay over there and use your imagination and tell me what you see, okay, when you meet with me again. That's like a hidden question, like a quest for you, okay? And next to the chapel, we have the cathedral. In the cathedral, we still have some frescoes and secos, but they are not in a good condition, unfortunately. We had a fire over there, also the humidity just almost killed all the frescoes, but when you get there, still, you can just And in 2000 BC, the Hittite people, first they built a small room for the animals to the underground. And they noticed that the animals were just living more comfortable than the normal people. And they started to build some rooms next to the animals for themselves. Because in the city, the temperature of the city is always 16 or 17 degrees. Even you come here during the winter time, even you come here during the summertime. So that's why it's like the best living place. Mostly they just live in the city during the winter time to protect themselves from the cold weathers. But after one point, with the other civilization, they start to use this place as a castle. They were just defending themselves in this city. In whole Cappadocia, we have around 300 underground cities. 33 of them big ones, really big ones. They are more than 2 floors. The other ones, they are less than 2 floors. They are small ones. Probably there are many, and still we are just finding them because it just goes to everywhere. In this city we have around 250 different entrances. Most of them are for oxygen, some of them for people, and some of them for animals. Okay, you ready? This way please, let's go. Now guys, this is the graveyard. Let me just come here. They are dead. We can pray for them. The thing is, you're under the ground for a long time, five months, 6 months, and sometimes the people were dying. And if you want to prevent the disease, you need to bury them. So they were just using these holes to bury the people. But sometimes, if they don't have enough place, once they got out, they were just taking the rest of the bones and they were just burying the people outside again. They were doing like 2 funerals for 1 person. Because they need the old space they have. They were just using the old rooms. And also, when we are going down, you saw some like rooms on your right side, on your left side. They were living rooms and storage rooms actually. Sometimes it will say living room, sometimes it will say storage room, but actually they are together. The people, they were just sleeping next to their food and drinks actually. Okay? Now this room is empty, we will go to the church. This way please. 5% of the city. This is one of the biggest underground city, whole Cappadocia. This is the church part, and until 3rd century they were using this room as a kitchen. But the Roman Empire, actually Byzantians, they came here and they covered this room to the church. And this is the altar stone. They were just putting some candles on it, and they were sacrificing animals, and sometimes they were just praying in here. And they built the graveyard just next to the church. So it's like a garden of the church actually. You can also think like this. Now we will get to our first tiny tunnel. When we are there, please take your first sunglasses by the way. Just wash your hands. Okay? Big one food storage, but in here we have a stove. This is important actually because this is for bread. You see there's like a small hole in here. They were putting a setting and they were just turning it. They were just putting inside of it wheat and it was just cracking the wheat. I think you have it. It was just cracking the wheat and you were just getting the fame, flour, and after they were just getting the pastry. After the pastry, you were just getting the bread. On the left side, you will see a window. When you get there, try to see the bottom of this tunnel. Okay? They were just getting oxygen from this way. Let's go. Now guys, I think you forgot to ask, yes, they were shorter than us. Because you know, now we can just eat anything we want. We can just get any vitamin that we want. But in the ancient times, they were not having it. So they were not strong like us. Just think about all the commanders, like the great commanders. Just a quick information, as an example for you. Napoleon Bonaparte, he was very short. Mehmet II, Ottoman Empire, he was very short. Alexander the Great Alexander from the Roman Empire, he was very short by the way. 148, 147, something like that. So the ancient people, the old people were shorter than us. That's why these tunnels, not for the enemies, they for themselves, and it's like a short ones. And maybe you noticed that there was some like a restoration on the ground. When we are doing the restoration, also the floor just go a little up. So that's why it's kind of hard for us, but it was very easy for them. Okay. Now, ladies, you're just sitting somewhere. What's that? Toilet. Not like the regular ones, actually. They are latrinas or latrines. The Roman Empire, when they got here, they built these latrinas, but they forgot one thing. You see, there's a suit on the cell, so it means they used fire in here. But when you do it, and if you put the fire in here, you will just blow this place up. Why? Because of the methane gas. It is flammable. And it's like explosive. So that's why they only built the latrinas only for
that was underground city.
So they built an underground city under this place, so you can just take it. It's like a ruins.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
one will go there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Remember, just follow this gentleman.
Yeah.
He will help you about everything. And enjoy your time. After a few minutes, I will just get dressed, and after that, I will just join you. Don't worry.
Okay, so guys, please follow me, my friend. Thank you very much. Over here. So where you guys from? Can I from here? US? Everyone from US? India? UK? Romania? UK. German country? Yeah, who's born in Putin, live in Romania. Okay, so my friends, I will give you quick information about our product. You can try as much as you want. This is our hospitality. Okay, even if you don't want to buy anything, you can try as much as you want and leave this shop without buying anything. Okay?